Salam alaikum, shalom, grüß Gott, bonjour, and welcome to this update. Some of you guys, thank you very much. Some of you guys asked me if I could tell something about my current system and which loudspeaker and which amplifier I'm using now after I've tried a lot of different gear. Now, my current speaker is this beauty. In my opinion, this is more beautiful. I'm sorry for the gimbal in the right bottom corner. Now, in my opinion, this is a very, very good looking white speaker. On pictures, I didn't like it that much, but as you can see, the white of the Elac Vela on the left is a bit warmer than the white of the Technics SPC700. And so is the sound. It is a bit warmer with the Elac and more neutral with the SPC700. Now, and I like warmth, to be honest. That's why I prefer the sound of the Elac Vela, and I know it is more expensive. I tried a lot of amps recently, and if you know my videos, you know I love the sound of Arcam. This Class G thing. This is the SA20. It has 90 watts into 8 and 150 watts into 4 ohms, and both of these speakers are, both white ones are 4 ohm speakers. Now, my favorite, I will try to change something with my gimbal. I hope this will work. No, it doesn't work. No, point of view is wrong too. No, maybe that's better. I'll try it that way. Now, my favorite audiophile or high fidelity sound in this room was the Focal Aria 906 paired and amplified by the Arcam Solo Music Mark II. But I was missing bass. And that is what this Elac Vela does. I'll be straight on that. I love the sound of this Elac Vela speaker. I had prejudices because I listened to this Elac Vela speaker in a showroom in a Mediamarkt in Munich, and I wasn't impressed. I think it was just okay. But then I had the chance to listen to them at home, and this is a whole nother story. I guess it's like that. Now, the center image is way better than I heard it in the showroom. There it was like there was no center image. And at home, the voice is really the voice of the singer is coming exactly from here. Now in this one, there is no voice. Now, all right. I hope I can use my gimbal now again the way that I want to use it. Yes, that's better. Now, I guess there is maybe nothing that is as easy to drive as this Jet 5 ribbon tweeter. Do you say it like that? Ribbon tweeter? Yeah. Now, folded ribbon. It sounds so good and so full at low volumes, and that is exactly what I want. And I know a big part of that is this amplifier, the SA20. Arcam stands for Amplification Research Cambridge. Now guys, I am not one of those guys or girls who say, oh, it belongs to Harman Kardon and that belongs to Samsung, so I don't like it. I can't like it. No, guys, to be honest, I love the sound of Arcam. I love this amplifier, and I also love the sound of the Arcam Solo Music Mark II. I tried my Focal Aria speaker with so many different amps, and the Focal Aria never sounded as good, as full, as vivid, as resolving in the mid-range, especially, and also never sounded as full at the bottom. The bass was never so strong as with the Arcam Solo Music. And in this case, I guess the Arcam SA20 is a bit better, even a bit better, even a bit better resolving detail. Yeah, that's something I can say, I guess, or I think. The DAC inside of the Arcam SA20 is noticeably better than the one in the Solo Music Mark II. Now, I wish this would also have a CD player built in, because listening to a CD inside the Arcam Solo Music Mark II was just a blessing. It is so good. Now, back to the Elac Vela. In my opinion, the Elac Vela is a speaker that does everything right. Everything. And there is one quote by Thomas Stereo I like, and that is, I don't want to appreciate a speaker. I want to enjoy it. And that is what the Elac Vela is about. Now, it is easy to appreciate the speaker. It looks good, it is perfectly made, that's what I see from the outside. And it is a speaker I just don't want to stop listening to. And I don't know if I ever had any other speaker that made me do this. I knew I have to do something, I have to work, or I have to go to sleep, but I didn't want to stop listening to music with these speakers because they sound so good, even at low volumes. Now, if you turn down the volume, nothing disappears. And that is something I didn't experience with another amp speaker combo yet. Most of the time, that was especially when I used the amp Technics SUG700. Now, it sounds amazing when you turn up the volume, but the moment you turn it down and you try to listen to a song at low volumes, the mid-range disappears. I don't get it. Yeah, no, I get it. Maybe they try to keep it flat and or whatever they do. Maybe they boost something like the treble and the bass because our hearing loses that frequencies the first, and they try to boost that, but then the mid-range disappears, and I don't know what, but I can only guess. My experience is that at low volumes, this Arcam does a fantastic job of presenting all the details in each and every frequency range. Now, bass region, mid-range, and treble. You all the other things too, if you say, and what about the upper bass, the lower mid-range? Yes, that too. What about the upper mid-range, lower treble? Yes, that too. Now, I mean everything. You can hear everything at low volumes with this speaker. Nothing disappears. It is still fun to listen to at low volumes, and that is so special. It is fun to listen to at low volumes, because for me, the fun factor increases with the volume. But in this case, it is different. Of course, it increases with volume, but even at low volumes, this is amazing. This is so transparent. This speaker is very transparent, and I love transparent speakers as long as they are musical. I'm sorry to use that word. When I say musical, most of the time I mean warm, if they have something engaging to their sound. And this Elac Vela, I'm really impressed. It sounds so good that I could, and that this is the first speaker that I feel to say, not I think to say, I feel to say I could keep them forever. Now, I know I said that for some other speakers too, but that was more about appreciation. I could, because I had a lot of very good speakers, like the SV-700. Great speakers, really, really great speakers. But the Elac Vela, and I know it is more costly, sound even richer. And I know the amp is very important for that. I tried both speakers with the Vincent SV-500. That's a warm sounding speaker. I love that about it. I don't like the built-in DAC of that. So that's the SV-500 by Vincent. I love this German brand. Now, it sounds great. Really, I love to listen to music using that amp, but the built-in DAC isn't that good. I would recommend to use an external DAC. And this Rotel A14 is something like a do-it-all, can-it-all thing. I guess, how do you say that? Jack of all trades, master of none. I guess that is something I would say about the Rotel A14. Now, it has so many things built in. Like you can connect an iPhone to this USB input, and it gets it takes over the DA conversion. Now, on the back, I guess there is a USB Type B input and so on and so forth. It has Bluetooth. As you know, I don't like Bluetooth by now. I heard that Qualcomm will release lossless Bluetooth later this year or next year. Yeah, maybe in 5 years, all the things I said now about Bluetooth are just the past and Bluetooth gets amazing. For now, I don't like the sound of Bluetooth. I think it loses all this sparkle, all this detail, all the clarity I like so much. Now, I guess this is it. the Elac Vela is, yes, that is the most audiophile, most refined and balanced sounding passive speaker I had so far. Yes, it is the best I had so far. The instrument separation is so good. This is crazy. This speaker is crazy good, and I'm a bit surprised because as I told you, I listened to it in a store in a Mediamarkt, and I just said, okay, it's small and it looks okay, but that's it. The sound is just okay, but listening to them at home, the center image, the instrument separation, and the depth of the soundstage is really, it is the best I had here so far. And I had a lot of speakers by now. I love the Focal Aria, but the treble of this is, in my opinion, so much better of that one, and that is good. The Focal Aria is good, but this is another level. I guess it is the twice the price, and it is better. It is just, this is a very good speaker. Now here from the side. And now this is now I guess I can go back to this one again. I'm sorry again for the gimbal in the right bottom corner. So now this is it. I will give you some sound demos of both speakers, and I didn't talk about this one. This is the Kinplay, the Totem acoustic Kinplay. If you have watched some of my videos, Totem Acoustic is my favorite speaker company, just because of the Totem Tribe Tower. The Totem Tribe Tower is that has a sound I would like to have at home too. But now with these Elac Vela 403.2, I can imagine, as always, I have to try it at home, but I can imagine that I one day will buy the Elac 407 Mark II, and maybe will be happy forever having more bass. But for having more bass, I think I have to have a bigger living room. This living room is about 23 square meters, and I can't always put it away from the wall. Now, for now, this is again, the Elac Vela is a high-end speaker, sound-wise. Maybe there are speakers who have something special with their cabinet or whatever, but when it comes to the sound, this is crazy. Again, I've never heard something like this at low volumes, and yeah, I feel like I want to repeat it again and again. This is a great speaker, and the mid-range sounds, and that, as you know me, is the most important thing for me. A natural sounding mid-range, and this speaker does that, and it has a very quick and textured bass. I just love it. I watched the review of Jay Soulsick, and I heard all of these things, and I said, yeah, maybe it's different in his room, and I still thought I knew how the speaker sounds, but I didn't know, cause I did something what I often tell you: don't judge gear by its review. Or what I did is I judged this speaker by its performance in a showroom. That was just wrong. Now I had the chance to get my hands on it, and I'm very happy that I bought it, and I will sell my other speakers, but the Vela is my keeper. So guys, have a nice day or night, and don't judge gear by its review. Bye bye.